So here is the game plan for the tournament. Okay, we'll try to implement this tomorrow. Okay, so in this we will discuss the all different six rotation positions, and in each rotation how we are going to receive the serve. Okay, and again we will see how we will play the rally one and how we will play the remaining of the rallies, and how in each rotation, right, whether a switch is needed or not, and if a switch is needed, who is going to do the switch. Okay, so that will give us a better clarity. Okay, so this is our first rotation. Okay, so I'll be starting in zone 1. Harsha and myself will be positioned diagonally. Suresh and Jani will be positioned diagonally. Vijay and Ravi will be positioned straight or diagonally. Since they are starting in the middle, they are straight. If they go to the corners, they'll be positioned diagonally. Okay, so Vijay and Ravi are going to play middle. Harsha, Jani, Suresh are going to play outside. Okay, so in the rotation one, so this is how we're going to receive the serve. Vijay will move forward to the net, and Arun will like move backward. Suresh should hide Arun. Okay, you see, in the serve receive zone, I have highlighted people in blue, right? They will not be receiving the serve at all. Okay, so the persons highlighted in black should receive the serve. Harsha, Ravi, Jani, Suresh should position them like this. Okay, and like I'm just writing the write it like drawn this with an assumption of server is serving from this side. Okay, I don't want to like deviate much, so this is the thought process while defining this diagram. Okay, so Vijay and Arun will not receive the serve, and as soon as the serve is the server tosses the ball, Vijay should move here. Okay, I will move forward, and after taking the first pass, Suresh will go here. If you see here, right, Harsha, Vijay, Suresh are positioning themselves in their base position comfortably. There is no need of a switch here. Suresh, like after taking the first pass, he can easily move here. No conflict there, or else he can come from here and hit in the outside. And Harsha is here, Vijay is moving backward. So here, actually, there is no switch, and from the rally one, there is no difference between how we play the first ball in the rally and rest of the other balls in rally. So it is pretty straightforward. Okay, spike zones are 4-3-2, and blocks will be handled by Harsha, Vijay, and Suresh when we block, and I will come back and collect the drops. Okay, so this is a pretty easy rotation. The second rotation is when I'm in zone 6. Okay, so if you see here, right, Harsha and Aruna have highlighted our names in blue, so we'll not be receiving the serves. Jani and Ravi should position themselves. Jani should move back. Even Ravi should move back. Ravi will be taking care of the back row like responsibility. You see Vijay and Suresh, they are in zone 2 and zone 1. So Vijay should position himself here. Okay, as I wouldn't call it as a middle back, so a middle person taking the serve. You see here, right? Vijay and Suresh cannot stand parallel. Okay, Vijay should be little forward than Suresh because that's how their rotation position is defined. They cannot. So Vijay and Suresh cannot be like parallel, or Suresh cannot be forward to Vijay, or Vijay cannot be behind Suresh. So that's the reason I've written something like this. Okay, stick to this. You will easily like what to say, it'll like flash in our mind when we play the game, so that shouldn't be a big deal. So here we have a switch, and we have a difference in how we play rally 1 and rest of the like rallies. So in rally 1, Johnny is our opposite. Okay, so since Johnny is here, after we take the first pass, it is going to be really tough for him to move here. Okay, so so we are just for the rally one, we are going to play only zone 4 and zone 3 for spiking. Okay, and Harsha and Vijay should take care of it. Jani happily can take the first pass. His responsibility is done after receiving the first pass in this rotation. Okay, if he is not receiving if he is not getting the first pass also, not fine. It's totally fine. It's going to be a no up for Johnny. So after the first pass is received, he should happily move from here to here. Okay, and when we spike the like rally 1 in rotation 2, it will either go from Harsha or Vijay. Okay, that's it. And since we are after the first rally, right? Harsha, Vijay, Jani will be here. They can focus on blocking their individual zones, and again they will continue to hit from their base position. Then on, if you see right after the first rally, the spike zones are 4, 3, and 2. So after the first pass, Jani should switch from zone 4 to zone 2, from outside to opposite. Okay. Next is rotation 3. My base position will be 5. So Harsha is so this is how it is. Okay. So in here, when we receive this, what we're going to do is I'm going to move forward. I'll be clubbing myself with Ravi. Okay. And here, right, I've highlighted Harsha's name in red because his rotation position is outside, which is zone 2. So before even receiving the serve, we need to bring him here. Okay. If you see here, right, it will be diagonal. So some sort of, okay, so basically uh, this is how we have to position ourselves to stick without violating the adjacency rule. I don't want to go deep into the adjacency rule because it will create a lot of confusions. Okay, so but I highlighted Harsha in red because he's moving from here to here. Okay, and this is how we need to position ourselves to take the receive the serve. Okay, and you see here, right, after the serve is done, Harsha will be in the outside, which is good. And Ravi will move from here to middle, which is again good. And again, Johnny, we are positioning himself here, right? He's stuck. Okay. Here also, Johnny's responsibility is to take the first pass. After the first pass, he should move to his base position, which is opposite. So here also in rally 1, I have two options. One is either to set zone 4 and zone 3. Okay, draw this. Okay, and Johnny should switch after taking the first pass. And after the first pass, I have three plays: Harsha, Ravi, Johnny. I can set to zones 4, 3, and 2. Okay, so next is zone 4. So I'm moving, so setter will be up. Setter is in the front zone. Okay, here while receiving the serve, this is how like we have to push in ourselves. Okay, I'll be like close to the net, standing front. Ravi will be behind me, and here Johnny is moving from this zone to this zone. Okay, Johnny will be moving from opposite to outside. So here in rotation 4, Johnny will play the role of outside. Here there is no opposite hitter in front row. We will have only two hitters. One is outside, one is middle. Okay, and we are positioning our outside here. So before we receive the serve, so there is no confusions here. So after the ball is served, Johnny will like be an outside and Ravi will be in middle, and like I'll be going here and do the setting. Okay, and here I say there is no opposite hitter in the front row. One point to consider is we have opposite in the back row, which is at zone 1. Harsha will be doing that responsibility. So you see here, right? I will either set the outside, which is zone 4, middle, which is zone 3, and zone 1, which is the back row. Harsha is positioned here by rotation itself. So there is no switch needed. So that's the reason I've added there's no switch. Okay. So next is rotation 5. So this is how it is. And here Suresh should be here, Arun should be here. And here Ravi is moving from opposite to outside. Okay. So what we need to do is once the serve is received, Ravi should Ravi can receive the serve and if he has to take the first pass, he can take the first pass and start hitting from the middle zone. Okay, Suresh can move from here to here and do outside hitting, and here also no opposite hitting in the front row. Okay, if you see, right, in rally one, there are only two zones because Harsha should be here and take the first pass. I can technically set here or here, but I'm not calling that out. Okay. In the first rally in this rotation, I'm going to set only front row, which is 4 and 3, either to Suresh or Ravi. So once we push the ball to the opposite court from the second next rally onwards, like what we have to do is Johnny and Harsha should switch. Okay, Harsha should hit from zone 1. So that's the reason I mentioned the spike zones as 4-3-1 here. In rally 1, I mentioned it as 4 and 3 only. Okay. So the next is rotation 6. Okay. So Vijay will be here. You see, right? I'm moving Suresh from middle to uh, outside. Okay, so we're doing the switch before the serve receive it. So there is no confusion for Suresh to hit after he receives the first pass. So once the ball is tossed, Vijay will move to middle. Suresh will either take the first pass or move position himself to his base position. So we have two zones here, which is 4 and 3. I'll like said either to 4 or 3 in my rally one. And again, if you see here, right, Harsha will be in zone 4 or else sorry zone 5. Okay, so from here he has to transition over to his base hitting zone, which is zone 1. So that and again, so basically if you see here, right, Harsha should move here, Johnny should move here, Ravi should move here. Okay, that switch has to happen after the first rally in this rotation switch. Okay, so this is how we're going to execute like the game tomorrow. Okay, and tomorrow Abhi won't be joining us, but in the tournament, Abhi will join us. Okay, so Abhi, what he has to do is always take care of this zone. I'm expecting Abhi to be in zone 5 always after we take the first pass. So he has to position. He can be anywhere. He's going to do a limb. Okay, he can be positioned anywhere in the back row when we receive the serve. After we receive the first rally, he need to make sure he's pushing himself to zone 5. The other person has to be in middle back. And once I move forward, they have to take care of the. Actually, when the setter moves forward, right? So it's going to be a half split. So one person will be taking care of this half, the other person will be taking care of the other half. Okay. So, but that eventually happens. So nothing much to explain there. So yeah. So watch this video. If you guys have any questions, let's discuss that before the start of the game, and we will try to execute this flawlessly tomorrow. Okay. Thank you guys.